Buckle up for an electrifying journey as Kia steps into the ring to challenge Tesla's dominance. Get ready to meet the game-changing EV3 and EV4. The future of electric cars awaits. Following the unveiling of the daring new EV5 SUV, Kia has been cited testing a considerably more compact and city-oriented electric vehicle that is most likely to be dubbed the EV3. At an EV event, Kia stated that it would reveal two new cars. More manufacturers are now hopping on this thing, like an Apple event type thing, a Tesla event, or a Kia event. It's kind of like a Tesla event that they're holding. So yes, other producers are following suit. However, Kia showcased these two new electric vehicles on October 12th. Now, this is immediately followed by their first impressions of the new Kia EV5, which is truly a Tesla Model Y direct competitor. But Kia has been working on something very similar to the Hyundai Ioniq 6. It's a sedan, and from what I've heard, I'm not sure if it's true, won't appear as controversial as the Ioniq 6. It will therefore compete directly with the Model 3. The two new electric vehicles from Kia has been officially unveiled on October 12th, as the company has promised. Therefore, keep checking if you want to discover exactly how these automobiles seem. We will probably have a video on that. In order to generate some interest in EVs, Kia has stated that it plans to make this an annual event. At this event, Kia will discuss its new EV technologies and future EV models. It is the smallest model in Kia's EV-badged lineup of custom electric vehicles that has been shown so far, and it will make way for an EV4 in the future to fit between it and the sportage-sized EV5. Early indications point to this vehicle being a B-segment model, similar to the current Niro EV and Soul EV, which would allow room above for an EV4 that is more akin to the X-Seed in size. The EV3 will act as an indirect replacement to the Soul EV, which had its most recent substantial upgrade in 2019. The Niro, on the other hand, was just recently refreshed, and is anticipated to stay on sale in its present form until about 2028. It looks to position itself as a natural alternative for the quirky, boxy crossover, thanks to its hefty profile, low overhangs, and upright glasshouse, which are just about apparent through the extensive camouflage of this prototype. The EV3 will feature a customized electric Hyundai Motor Group platform, which will provide higher range, charging times, and functionality than the Soul EV. Indeed, compared to the electric Soul, which is based on the same chassis as the petrol-engined counterpart that is still marketed in some areas, the addition of a concealed storage compartment beneath flat-folding back seats and a bench-style front seat, similar to the EV5, are also possibilities. Compared to the aggressive 4x4 inspired EV5 and EV9, the EV3 is evidently more explicitly designed for urban use. However, it will feature an equally blocky style, hefty plastic cladding, recognizable LED light signatures, and a prominent tiger face front end in accordance with Kia's new Opposites United design approach. The EV3's eye-catching flat-faced wheel designs, which appear to have been created to increase aerodynamic efficiency while adding a sense of rough appeal, are first seen on this test car. Importantly, the parent company of Kia, Hyundai Motor Group, has said that starting in 2025, it would start introducing models based on its new EM platform for passenger EVs, along with a selection of purpose-built commercial vehicles on the ESEV design. However, it's highly likely that the two will coexist for several years, with the EM possibly being introduced as a replacement for the modified combustion car platforms used by the current Niro EV and Soul EV. Specifics regarding how the EM platform will be distinguished from the EGMP structure used by Hyundai's and Kia's latest EVs are still unknown. The EM platform is also being developed to support Level 3 or higher autonomous driving technology and over-the-air software update features, the company said, adding that it was being developed specifically for EVs across all segments and will provide a 50% improvement in driving range on a single charge compared to current EVs. This means that any vehicles built on this platform, most likely including the EV3, may have a range of more than 400 miles. However, it is not yet known if the EM will support 800-volt rapid charging hardware. Notably, the EV5 just disclosed employs a 400-volt system. However, that number only pertains to the model intended for the Chinese market. It is probable that Kia may also produce the EV5 overseas for sale in other countries around the world, utilizing unique underpinnings with distinct characteristics. Price will be crucial to the EV3's positioning because it will be scaled to compete with vehicles like the Jeep Avenger, Mini Asman, and Peugeot 2008. It makes sense that Kia could keep its price reasonable by saving the best charging and performance for its larger, more costly EVs. So what precisely will the EV4 be, to speak of it? We are going to venture a bet that it will be a more compact crossover electric vehicle. Something similar to the EV5, but smaller. And the reason is because it makes sense that the EV4 is not also a sedan, if the EV3 is essentially a Tesla Model 3 rival. In fact, sedan sales aren't doing all that well right now. What do you think, guys? If you were to pass on the new Tesla Model 3 in favor of a Kia sedan, would you even think about doing so? The EV4 seems to be the Kia vehicle that will be the company's mainstay and top seller. This is the EV5 and EV6's less expensive, more compact sibling. It's scheduled to be released in 2024. And to be honest, it looks like Hyundai, of the two sisters, Hyundai and Kia, is the brand that aims to make a lot of EVs. So Kia needs to move quickly if it wants to keep up with its competitors. Now, Hyundai is essentially predicting that by 2030, EV usage will be about 80%. Kia claims that if the estimated 25 to 30% doesn't alter, they're doomed. They must alter those figures. This type of vehicle might prompt them to declare, yeah, okay, people want EVs. We're going to make millions more of them. If not, well, yes, you can probably imagine what will happen to them. You may get an idea by taking a look at Nokia and Blockbuster. According to Kia, they will have a new platform and powertrain. Both the efficiency and the weight will increase. Additionally, it will make it possible to use batteries with greater energy densities. We don't know precisely what those will be because Kia hasn't discussed them, but they're supposedly on the way. We do know that it's probable they'll use the Hyundai Ioniq 5N's batteries. The performance version of the Ioniq 5 is called the Ioniq 5N, and it will reportedly be released this year. It will include a battery pack with a greater energy density than the battery pack in the Ioniq 5 and all other Ioniq models. The future EV4 will typically employ the specialized eGMP architecture. Like all new zero-emission vehicles from Hyundai and Kia, the platform will allow the vehicle to have a battery with a range of 58 kilometers or a capacity of 77.4 kilowatt hours. This smaller EV most likely won't have a pack that big, I'm going to think. They'll probably use the 58 kilowatt hour pack, which is smaller than the 77.4 kilowatt hour battery. Although it could have the same pack size, it might have a high energy density of closer to 62 to 63 kilowatt hours. Then there is technology. The newest ADS suite from Kia, named Auto Mode, will be included. The approach will probably also work with software-enabled on-demand FOD services and over-the-air upgrades, both of which will cost money. Say here. In order to sell you subscriptions for your car, Kia is doing what many other automakers are attempting to accomplish. They want to profit enormously from this. This is essentially what they all say, not just Kia. Although I'm not sure if it will, you never know. It's excellent whenever a reasonably priced EV enters the market. One of the most important things Hyundai and Kia have stated is their new platform. Their new technology and technological advancements will allow them to produce automobiles that cost them 40% less to produce, allowing them to sell them to the market for less money than they do now. Lower pricing is arguably the most positive development to come out of this. In addition to that, the cost of battery packs and the metals used to make batteries has decreased dramatically this year. For example, lithium prices have decreased by 65%, and most other minerals have experienced a similar decline. It's expected that the Kia EV4 will have very low pricing and give you another good option to look at. Exciting times ahead. Kia is gearing up to challenge Tesla's reign with the upcoming EV3 and EV4. Stay tuned for electrifying updates as we witness the future of EVs unfold and subscribe to our channel.